It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Hurts to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
That's another Eagles first down.
Hey, Silver.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing his Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Purdy looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. You look at this Eagle defense. Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And the 49er 1st down.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Get set, get set. Watch out. Up.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Get set, get set.
Here's Purdy. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. David Njoku from a yard out. And the 49ers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. The Eagles at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receiver.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And that's always a risk on those longer kicks. You have to drive it low to get it there. That opened the door for a better chance for the defense to get a hand on it, and that's just what we saw there.
And even if the odds increase a little bit because it's a longer field goal attempt, it's still difficult to get hands on the football and create a block. Big-time excitement for that unit, getting through and knocking that one away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Now a handoff up the middle. Carr. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
But that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Purdy. And this throw will be intercepted. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up?
Back to throw, Purdy. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, San Francisco.
Outside. 18, what's up?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's got this down to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Get set, get set. Start.
Play action, now Purdy. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Purdy off the play fake. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Get set. Get set. 18. Go.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
It's complete to Brown, right side. Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
180. Hey, come let's get it.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st down, 49ers.
They go play action here, Purdy. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
18, what's up? Here we go. Go.
Final play of the half, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
18, 11.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a 49er first down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jalen Carter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Second down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible. Now has him within throwing range of a first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Get set. 18.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
18.
Back to throw. Purdy. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down, because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
Right there. Stop.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Throwing is Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
14 yards on the play. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Eagles, first down. First and 10.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Purdy now to throw off the play action. This one caught by Kittle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10.
First down, 49ers.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now a second and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Hurts completing this one quickly. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Up of 44 yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of like, oh man, I can't throw 40.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on second and long. Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Purdy now to throw. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Purdy. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the fourth quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with first and goal.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And drills it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Purdy will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Here we go.
Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Trim it.
Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Escapes the defender. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one, and certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Purdy to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jonathan Grenard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. To throw is Jones. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, there's a time in